Okay, so we have been talking about shapes. Remember 2D and 3D shapes? Alright, I'm going to show you some shapes, and I want you to tell me if they are 2D or 3D, okay? So what about this one? What is it?
3D.
How do you know that it's 3D? Kyron?
Because it's like it's a solid shape.
It's a solid shape. Carlos?
It's not flat.
It's not flat. Skylar?
No gap.
It's not what?
No gap.
No gap. Okay. McKinley? You can hold it in your hand. Okay. What about these shapes here? What is these?
2D.
How do you know that they are 2D?
Because they're flat.
They're flat. Braden? You're about to say flat. Okay. Now, what are some attributes of a 3D shape like these? What are some attributes of a 3D shape? What can we tell about this shape?
It's a 3D shape.
Yes, we can tell it's a 3D shape, but how can we tell that it's a 3D shape?
Because it's
Lily.
a solid.
It's a solid. It has faces. All right, so let's see how many this one has. Let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this rectangular prism has 6 sides. Okay, what else do we know about 3D shapes? They have vertices or edges. All right, what about 2D shapes? What can we tell about them? They're flat. They don't have bases. They do have edges or vertices, right? They have corners and angles, right? All right, so we're going to watch this video to kind of go a little more in depth about the 2D and 3D shapes, okay?
In geometry, a shape can be defined as a form characterized by its number of sides, the size of its angles, and its dimensions. Depending on the properties, the shapes in math can be defined as a 2D or 3D shape, or a regular or an irregular shape. But today, we're going to focus on recognizing 2D and 3D shapes.
All right, so let's look. When they're on a board like this or on a screen, what can we tell is different about these? What does this look like? It looks flat, doesn't it? And this is 3D, but what does it look like? It looks like it has solid in it, right?
And study their properties. What's the difference between 2D and 3D shapes? One of the easiest ways to understand the difference between 2D and 3D shapes is by identifying how 2D shapes are flat and 3D shapes are solid. For example, if you place a 2D shape on a table, it will lie flat on the surface. If you place a 3D shape on a table, it might roll or stand upright. Furthermore, a 2D shape has only 2 measurements, length and height. A 3D shape has 3 measurements, length, height, and depth or width. Now, let's take a look at some 2D shapes. Circle. Circles only have one side and no corners. Here are some real-life examples. Triangle. Triangles have 3 sides and 3 corners. All the sides are the same in a regular triangle. Square. A square is a regular shape. It has 4 straight sides and 4 corners. All the sides are the same length.
2D shape, right? The examples of squares.
That's right. You're e-signing. I don't know what to do with this feeling. All hands me!
Rectangle. Rectangles have 4 sides and 4 corners. They have 2 long sides and 2 short sides. Pentagon.
How many sides does a pentagon have?
5.
A pentagon
Wow.
has 5 straight sides and 5 corners. All the sides are the same length in a regular pentagon.
Is the pentagon on the soccer ball?
Hexagon.
What does that mean?
A hexagon has 6 sides and 6
sides.
corners. All the sides are the same in a regular hexagon. Octagon.
8.
An octagon has 8 sides and 8 corners. All the sides are the same in a regular octagon. Oval. Ovals only have 1 side and no corners.
Watermelon, an egg is an oval shape.
Rhombus. A rhombus has 4 straight sides and 4 corners. All the sides are the same length. Parallelogram. Parallelograms have 4 sides and 2 pairs of parallel lines. The sides are not necessarily of equal length or have congruent angles. Trapezoid. A trapezoid has 4 straight sides and 4 corners. It has 2 long sides and 2 short sides. Now that we've learned a few 2D shapes, let's move on to 3D shapes. Every 3-dimensional object has 3 measurements. These are length, height, and width. Faces are the flat sides on an object. This cuboid has 2 square faces and 4 rectangle faces. Edges are
Alright, so let's look at this one. This one has how many rectangular faces?
1, 2, 3, 4.
4. So how many square sides or faces does it have? 2. One on each end, right?
are the lines where 2 faces meet. A triangular prism has 9 edges. Vertices are the corners of a 3D object where 3 or more edges meet.
These vertices.
This is a square-based pyramid. Square-based pyramids have a square base, 4 triangular faces that make a sharp point,
Look,
5 faces,
square base.
5 vertices, and 8 edges. Here's a real-life example. This is a hexagonal pyramid. Hexagonal pyramids have 7 faces, 1 hexagonal face, 6 triangular faces, 12 edges, and 7 vertices. This is a cylinder. Cylinders have 2 flat and circular faces, 1 curved surface, no vertices, and 2 curved edges. This is a cube. Cubes have 6 square faces, 12 edges, 8 vertices, and edges that are all the same length. This is a cone. Cones have 1 flat face, which is a circle, 1 apex, 1 edge, and 1 curved surface. This is a triangular prism. Triangular prisms have 5 faces, 2 triangular faces, 3 rectangular faces, 6 vertices, and 9 edges. This is a sphere. Spheres are perfectly round, have no edges, have no vertices, and have one curved surface.
See, when you eat orange, you're eating a
This
sphere.
is a rectangular prism. Rectangular prisms have 6 rectangular faces, 12 edges, 8 vertices, and edges that are not all the same length. That's all we have time for today. For more information,
Alright, so what did that video? Did y'all learn something?
Yes.
Alright, what about a rectangular prism? How many long sides does it have? 4. And 2 square sides, right? Alright, what about a cylinder? Does it have any edges?
No.
Does it have curves?
Yes.
Yes. Alright, so now I'm going to give you a worksheet. You're going to work on it with your group. Alright, you're each going to get your own paper, but you're going to work together, okay? So this row is group 1, middle row is group 2, the last row you're going to be group 3, okay? Alright, and then I'm going to come around and give you the box. You're going to work together, and you're all going to work and look at these shapes. So to help you determine, you're going to name your shape. You're going to say how many edges it has and how many faces it has. Make sure you all get to use them. Make sure you're sharing them so you can all count. I think you have to do it on the side. Hold on just a minute. Remember, these are 3D shape attributes. Alright, remember, you're working together. Work with your group. Talk about the shapes. If you have to, start with this one. This one right here. Got it? Make sure y'all work together. Make sure you write your name on your paper. That should be the first thing that you do. Carla, I don't see a name. Howard, I don't see a name. Lily, where's your name? Brayden, where's your name? Paisley, make sure you write your name. Melanie, make sure you write your name. Yeah, there you go. So Kelly had a good idea. She found the shapes and put them on her paper to match them. Maybe you can do that. It'll help you. This is the first one. Alright, I'm going to give y'all about 10 minutes to start and finish this, okay? So make sure you stay focused and you're reading everything and you're working together. It's a good idea. Alright, make sure y'all are counting the faces.
You don't have that one.
Make sure you write the name. If you don't know how to spell it, just sound it out the best you can. You're not going to use every single one of them. Some of them are not on there. Alright, so if you look in the box. Alright, freeze. Everybody freeze for just a second. The boxes should have come with a paper in it. And it's going to tell you what each shape is, okay? So, that's, if you need help spelling it, go to the very last page, and it's on the very last page, okay? That'll help you too. Make sure you use all the resources. Just at the last page, and then the outside page. Alright, y'all make sure y'all are working quickly. Use your booklet. Make sure y'all share it. The faces. Those are the edges on the edges have. Not the corners, the edges. This is an edge. So you have to count each edge. These are the edges. Here, corners are the. These are the corners. Look, if it helps you, look, use this and count them. Hold it like this, and then go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Oh, I like it.
10.
So we have Okay, here you go. That one, put it back in. Okay,
Alright, make sure y'all are writing down. Make sure you're writing your next stuff down. You're not going to use Alright. So this is a square Alright, I need to get busy. You don't have anything on your paper. You need to start counting the sides and write down write the name, the edges, and the faces. That's what look for.
We have everybody.
Look, you have the name from this side and this side. Lily, get back in your group, honey. Alright, I'm gonna give y'all about 6 more minutes. It's okay, it'll go back on. What?
How about Guys, I know. I said it was taken. Wait. Bob is saying. My name is Bob. All of these things. What is that?
You gotta try each side.
Rectangular circle. I said lemon.
Alright, make sure y'all are sharing. Wait till she gets
You
done.
said it all lemon.
And look, if she
No, but
starts
you
doing
said it.
edges.
I didn't know yourself. What is that? We worked it together.
Alright, y'all got about 4 minutes left.
I didn't bring rank.
You're welcome.
This is that. Yeah.
Alright, get it out. Alright, here comes the big one. How many faces do you have? Alright, now you gotta count the Lily, sit down.
I need help.
We're not doing that. We're doing 3D. Alright, you got 2 minutes left. And then we're gonna go over it, okay? Yes, that's 3D.
Oh, you can read it? Can you read it?
Alright, go ahead and start putting up your shades.
Don't do that. I'm going to do it alone. Oh, God, that broke. Ooh, that broke. I need this one. I need this one. This one has.
Alright. Alright. Just it'll be okay. There's that.
Wait, this is missing thing.
Alright, make sure you put all the pieces up.
No, I didn't. You are.
Brayden, go to your seat.
I've got a face. You have a little bit.
Alright. Go ahead and put the shapes away.
I can't get this on my shirt. You were trying to figure out what this one was.
Alright. 3, 2, 1. Alright, you should be focusing on the board. I'm going to go up there in just a second. Karen. Karen. Alright.
I want to see. Look here, I just see. I just see.
Alright, it's okay if you can't get them all in there. We'll get it in a little while. Yeah, I'm not sure. Right here. Alright. Okay, who can tell me what this one is called? Nope, not a rhombus. Yes, it is. Rectangular prism. Alright, if you do not have this wrote down, now it's time to write it down. How many edges does it have?
7.
12. It has 12 edges. Alright, how many faces does it have?
6.
6.
Yeah.
Alright, what about this one? What is it called?
A
Cylinder.
cylinder.
How many edges does it have?
Zero.
2.
Oh.
2. Alright, what about faces?
0.
2.
I said 2.
Alright, what is this one called?
Trapezoid.
Pyramid.
Oh, pyramid.
Alright, how many edges does it have? 8. 8. Alright, what about faces? How many faces does it have?
3. 4.
5.
Oh.
Alright, what is this one called? You put ice cream on top of it sometimes.
Cone.
A cone. Alright, how many edges does it have?
1.
1. How many faces?
1.
1. Good. Alright, what is this one called?
A sphere.
A sphere. Alright, how many edges?
0.
0. How many faces?
0. 1.
0. Alright. Carlos, were you writing that down? you're gonna need scissors and glue.
Oh, no, I know.
Oh, we didn't do it. Whoops, we forgot one. Hold on, sorry. Alright, what is this one called? It's called a cube. How many edges does it have? 12. How many faces? 6.
Now we need to
Edges were 2. Alright, listen. You're gonna work on this by yourself. Okay? When you get done, I want you to turn it in, okay? It's gonna be 4th grade. Okay? Now look, you're gonna cut out. On this side you have 2D shapes. So you're gonna put what kind of shapes over here? How are you gonna tell?
Because it's gonna be
Flat. If they look flat, put them over here. This side is for 3D. What is
Solid.
solid? If they look solid, you're gonna put them over here. All right. Make sure you write your name on your paper. That should be the first thing you do when you get your paper. This does not require you to talk, so you should not be talking. And remember, you're working by yourself.
Can we use that?
No. Go ahead and put the 3D shape attributes in your desk.
Still yet. I will break it.
All right, you should get busy.
I'm not even.
Make sure when you get done, you take it and turn it in, okay?
Yay. All have. Those all in. I will eat it.
Yeah, you might not have the same amount on each one, but that's okay. There may have been more 3D or.
I had more. I had to see.
When you get done, look around the room to yourself, because other people are still working, and just look at the different shapes in the classroom. Okay? All right, sit down, please. Thank you. When you are done with your paper and you have turned it in, just look at the different shapes in the classroom and, yep, and see if you can tell if they're 2D or 3D, but keep it to yourself. All right, if you're still working, try to finish quickly. Give you about 5 more minutes. Carla, sit down. Carla, turn around, please. All right, sit down on your bottom. Carla, turn around. Yes, sir. Oh. Yeah, y'all are supposed to be level 0. Because other people are still trying to finish. Who's still working on the? Layla, are you still working on it? Now turn the bottom paper in, honey. Just the top one. We're not doing that. All right. I'm not sure why group one is talking. Nope. I'm not sharing them at all, not right now. Your name on it. Who's still working on there? word.
Yes, ma'am.
Alright, if you have your scissors or your glue still on your desk, go ahead and put them away.
How many bottles?
Okay, put it in your desk right now.
Someone.
Alright, now, let's review what we talked about. What are 2D shapes? Carlos,
These are flat shaped.
they're flat.
They're flat and you cannot
Ollie,
hold
sit
it
down,
in your
please.
hand. You cannot hold it in your hand.
No.
And
Kyron,
I'm not looking at things.
okay, what about 3D shapes?
And solid.
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 You can hold them.
They are bold and pink.
Okay.
They got
Carlos,
faces.
you can have this right. They have faces.
Mercy.
They have vertices.
They have
What's that right on? Edges. Good.
edges. And they got points.
There's the corners, right? Al, you want to help them out?
Oh, gap. Background. Oh, gap.
Uh-huh.
They got background. The background.
The faces, is that what you're talking about? The faces all the way around? Because sometimes you have to look behind it, is that what you're talking about? Yeah. Alright, so listen, when you get home this afternoon, I want you to spend about 10 minutes looking around your house. If you have to, go outside. And I want you to write down, you can either write down or draw what shapes you see. If you see if you have, what's this up here?
An oval.
This.
An oval.
Sphere.
Sphere.
So if you see that in your house, I want you to say sphere, or you can draw it if you want to. Either one. But take about 10 minutes when you get home and look around your house or look outside or wherever you are and draw some shapes or write down what they are, okay? And then right beside them, write 2D or 3D. All right? That's good? Do you have any questions?
No.
All right.
I gotta go now. Hey, Mom, no.